Well, hi, it's Dave, and the road continues. I am up at the West Haven VA Medical Center, and this is house number 42 for me. Pretty special, but even more special than that, I'm with Amanda. Amanda, how did you find your way to Fisher House?
So it was a kind of full circle. So I actually started to volunteer at an annual golf tournament with my dad before I even really knew what Fisher House was. And he kind of taught me about the mission. And volunteering through that, they were fundraising for the build of this Fisher House.
Wow.
I was currently employed at the VA in another service.
Okay.
And
what service?
I believe I was in the specialty clinics at that time.
Okay.
As the administrative officer.
Okay.
And prior to that was quality management. So I had,
Okay.
yeah, it was probably between the two.
And so you're a military brat.
Not real. My dad was out of the military when he had
Okay,
us, so we
but-
didn't move around.
So he was in the military before you were born.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
But your dad's military. and that
Yeah,
counts.
and once a Marine, you're always a Marine. So.
Definitely.
Yeah. So he, through the Westbrook Elks Club, did an annual golf tournament to fundraise money for our Fisher House build. That continued after the build, but I now play a different role and help to promote it during the events. But when I heard about Fisher House coming to the West Haven campus, I actually had someone reach out to me and say, hey, this is the job for you. And I just gotten that job in specialty. And I was like, I don't think it's through the federal government. So I didn't know that it was going to be a VA and federal job. So I had assumed before then that it was just Fisher House running it. So when it became a job, I applied and I got the job and I couldn't be happier, but yeah, I was volunteering for it. So it was great.
Well, and boy, the house looks great. And you know, you were telling a story a little earlier about somebody who came through the door. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that person.
Yeah, so we had a daughter of a veteran who is in hospice care approaching end of life. She checked in after hours, so I connected with her the next morning when I was back in the office, and she described Fisher House in the most perfect way to me. And I will probably continue to tell this story for a long, long time. But in one of her hardest times in trying to prepare for the loss of her father, she said that she walked into Fisher House, and though she was alone, just seeing snacks that she could eat in the kitchen and everything that was available in the house for her, she said in that moment, I felt like I was getting the biggest hug. So that describes Fisher House perfectly. It's a big hug.
It does, and we have a privilege of partnering with the Department of Veterans Affairs, and the quality of healthcare is world class. The care that the families receive here is world class too, and you're the one that makes that happen. You and your team, and what you do with so few staff. You've got a couple of great housekeepers.
I do. They are my angels.
And you know, I don't think the families would probably know that's what they are. They become friends. Mm-hmm. They become people that they're going to share their story with as well. Mm-hmm. And it's exciting to see. You know, with COVID was a tough time throughout the program. But different areas are opening back up. You've had some renovations up the hill.
We did.
And blind rehab is opening back up, and you do cardiac cath here as well?
Yes. That's probably our second most referred service is the cardiac cath. So instead of referring them to hospice before Fisher House, or not hospice, Hoptel before Fisher House opened, they were sending them to the hotel the night before their early morning procedure, and then the family would possibly have to find another place to stay by themselves if the veteran was admitted. No. So now they stay directly at Fisher House the night before and through the one-night observation admission if need be.
Well, and one of the things I love about the program is that we provide a facility that is flexible enough to meet the community it serves. And you do a great job of matching the two and simply making the magic happen. So thank you.
Thank you. It's my honor.
And now I need to get back on the road.
It's a holiday weekend, Dave.
Take care.